Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jessica and today I will be taking you through a quick Vinyasa flow perfect for your everyday practice. This can be done at any time of the day. All levels are welcome and no props are required. We will begin in Sukhasana Easy Pose. When you arrive, come to a seated position on your mat, hands resting gently on your knees or your thighs, and close down or soften your gaze. Start to tune into your breath here, breathing in and out through the nose, letting go of the day you've had before this, focusing on the present moment. If at any point throughout this practice your mind starts to wander, that's perfectly normal and it's okay. Just bring your focus back to your breath. Take a few breaths here. You can keep your eyes closed or you can flutter them open. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Reach your left arm overhead and exhale, side bend over to the right. Root down through your left sit bone. Gaze underneath that left armpit. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale to deepen the twist. Exhale, release. Walk your hands forward, coming into an easy forward fold. Keep both sit bones rooted to the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Take 3 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, gaze forward, walk your hands back in, and switch the cross of your legs so your opposite leg is in front now. And this may feel a little unusual if you're not used to sitting that way. Embrace that feeling. Bring your left hand to right knee. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead, lengthen your spine, and exhale, side bend over to the left. Gazing under that armpit. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, twist over to the right. Place your right hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. On your exhale, untwist. Walk your hands forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Keep both sit bones rooted to the ground. 3 breaths here. Gaze forward, start to walk your hands back in, finding your way into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under wrists. We'll find cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, arch your spine, gaze forward. Inhale, round, expanding your shoulders, create space in your back. Inhale and exhale. Find a neutral tabletop. Navel drawing in, gazing slightly ahead of you, and reach your left leg behind you, lifting your leg up, kicking your heel towards the back of the room. Keep your belly engaged. And if you'd like to go a little bit further, reach your left hand to the front of the room, creating a little bit of heat in the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your right hand back to the mat with control, and keeping your foot as elevated as you can in line with your hips. Start to sweep your foot to the side of your mat. Keep it elevated and then lower it down so your foot is in line with your knee in this gate pose. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, and exhale, thread it under your left, bringing shoulder and ear to the mat. Press into your left hand to deepen the twist. Inhale, come back up with control. Fire up your torso, fire up your belly, engage your legs, lift your foot off of the ground and sweep it back. Lower your knee back into a tabletop. Inhale, extend your right leg, lifting it up, and maybe also extending your left arm to the front of the room. Draw your navel in, knit your ribs in. Create a bit of heat here. Inhale, lengthen, reaching through fingertips and your heel. Lower your left hand to the mat, and then sweep your right leg out to the side so it's in line with your knee, and then lower your foot down. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the sky, maybe gaze up, and exhale, thread it under your right, lowering shoulder and ear to the mat. Press into the mat with your right hand, create a bit more space, and breathe. Inhale, lift on up. Lift up your right leg as high as you can and sweep it back and lower into tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands shoulder width distance apart, feet hips width distance apart. You can have a bend in your knees, chest pressing towards your thighs, tailbone lifting up. Take a deep inhale and exhale completely. Gaze forward, step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your legs, reach on up to a stand. Hands together towards heart center, and release, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead. Hands together over your head, and then exhale, bend at the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take an inhale here and exhale completely. Gaze forward, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, sweep your arms up overhead, palms together towards heart center, and release, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Hands together. Exhale, fold the hips. Bend your knees. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Heels don't have to be touching the mat. You can keep a generous bend in your knees. Inhale completely and exhale, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, press up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release, Tadasana. Take a moment to reset. Crown of the head lifted towards the sky. Heart shining forward. Pressing evenly between all corners of your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, hands together. Exhale, bend your knees, fold the hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Firm up your belly. Take a breath in here. Exhale, lower your knees, bend at the elbows, come all the way down to the mat. Bhujangasana, cobra, press into the tops of your feet, press into your hands. Exhale, release. Come into tabletop and then lift your knees, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Exhale, look to the top of the mat, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. This time, option to keep your knees lifted or lowered to the mat. Inhale here and exhale, shift forward, bend at the elbows, keeping them close to the body. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, lower down, maybe this time pressing right up to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath here. Exhale, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach on up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll add on a little bit different this time. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale here, and exhale, shift forward, lower down, either to the mat or halfway. Press up to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. And exhale, step it through to the top of the mat. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes, reach up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Take a full breath in position. In through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Bring your hands together towards heart center. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off the mat. Then reach your arms up overhead, high lunge, Ashtachandrasana. Take a full breath in and out. Hands together towards heart center. Turn over to the right and then lower your elbow to knee, using your elbow to press in, deepening the twist. Hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale, lower your knee to the mat. Inhale, reach back, reverse lunge. Exhale, lower your left hand to the mat, reach your right arm up and over. Take a deep breath and release. Step your foot back, knees apart, big toes together, child's pose. Resting here for a moment, coming back to your breath. From this position, reach your arms forward, gaze forward, lift your hips up, tuck your toes, and find your way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Tailbone reaching towards the sky. Inhale, reach your left leg up high towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through in between your palms at the top of your mat. Lower your back leg down, untuck your toes. Reach your arms overhead. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. This time, either keeping your hands overhead or bringing them down to heart center. Untuck your toes, or tuck your toes, and then squeeze your core together, squeeze your legs together, lift up, high lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Hands to heart center. Turn your torso towards the long edge of your mat, towards the left side of the room. Lean forward, lower your elbow to your knee. Use this to press into your twist. Take a full breath here. Inhale and exhale, lower your back knee. Reach your right arm up towards the sky, left hand to your thigh. Reverse low lunge. Place your right hand to the mat. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, lower it down. Child's pose, Balasana. Big toes together, knees as far apart as you would like. Coming back to your breath. Gaze forward. Lift your hips up and align your knees underneath your hips. Walk your hands forward. Melt your heart down, Anahatasana, your puppy pose. Hips stay over your knees. If it's a little bit too much for your shoulders, you can walk your hands towards the edges of your mat to create a little bit more space for your shoulders. Or if you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can walk your hands closer together, resting your forehead or chin to the mat. Gaze forward, pull yourself forward into Salamba Bhujangasana, your Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders, pressing equally into your palms. Pubic bone and feet pressing firmly into the mat. Think of pulling your elbows and your hands back towards you and pulling your heart forward, gaze forward. Lower down. Send your arms out beside or out behind you. And then on your inhale, lift your upper body up, pressing into your legs. Take a breath here and exhale, release. Doing this one more time, either keeping your feet planted to the ground or lifting them up. Inhale, head, chest, shoulders, and maybe your feet lift up. Locust pose. Inhale and exhale, release. Create a pillow with your hands. Take a moment to breathe. From here, we'll roll over onto your back. And when you arrive, bring your right foot in towards your body. Extend your left leg. Hugging your knee towards your chest. We'll cross it over into supine twist. Reach your right arm out beside you into a T. Chest and shoulders on the mat. Gaze either over to your hand or up towards the sky. Use core strength to lift your knee back into your chest, switching sides. Draw your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg out to the bottom of your mat. And exhale, cross it over, supine twist. Extending your left arm out beside you. Gazing over to your left hand or towards the sky. Shoulders and chest facing upwards. Draw your knee back in towards your chest. Hug both knees in towards your belly, drawing them out towards your shoulders. Staying here or finding Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Grab onto the outer edges of your feet, and pull down. Tailbone pressing down. Maybe finding a sway here, massaging the back. Release the feet, extend both legs to the outer corners of your mat, taking up space. Coming into a short but sweet Shavasana, our final resting pose. Letting today's practice integrate into the body. Taking a moment for rest and relaxation. Come back to your natural breath rhythm. Let your body soften into the mat. And I'll call you out in a few minutes. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. If you'd like to come out of it with me, bring some awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Create circles with your ankles and your wrists. Maybe reaching your arms overhead for a big morning stretch. And when you're ready, turning over onto one side, resting your head in your arms, curling up into a little ball. On your own time, pressing up into a comfortable seat. When you arrive, draw your hands towards heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, for allowing yourself time to be in the present moment, and to gift yourself this time. We will close with a releasing breath in through the nose, side out the mouth, bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked today's practice, please give it a thumbs up, comment on what you thought, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Bye.